ZZ plant Feng Shui, where it attracts money and where it quietly blocks it. Why this lucky plant fails in most homes. When I say ZZ plant, I'm referring to Zamioculcas zamiifolia, the thick-leafed dark green plant known for surviving almost anything. Living rooms, offices, apartments, corner shelves. People buy it for one reason: money, stability, growth. And yet, many of those same people say, "I placed it exactly where they said, but nothing changed." Here's the uncomfortable truth. The ZZ plant doesn't automatically attract money. Placed incorrectly, it does the opposite. It locks wealth into survival mode. Not because the plant is bad, but because the energy it carries is misunderstood. Today, I'll show you where the ZZ plant actually attracts money, where it blocks financial growth, and why this plant is about resilience and retention, not fast cash. Stay with me, because one placement mistake is extremely common, and once you see it, you'll realize why money feels like it never settles. Part 1. What the ZZ plant really represents. In Feng Shui, plants are not decorations, they are living qi systems. The ZZ plant is special because it represents endurance, survival through scarcity, slow, consistent growth, underground strength. Unlike money plants or flowering plants, the ZZ plant does not grow fast. It stores energy. This makes it powerful, but dangerous if misused. Classical Feng Shui taught not all wealth is expansion, some wealth is preservation. The ZZ plant governs savings, stability, long-term security, resilience during pressure. It does not represent sudden windfalls, rapid expansion, risk-taking wealth. This distinction matters.
Part 2. The psychology behind why people misplace it. Most people place the ZZ plant where it fits: dark corners, unused areas, low-light spaces, because it survives anywhere. Psychologically, this reflects something deeper. In cognitive behavioral therapy, this is called projection. We place symbols of money where we believe money belongs. And for many people, that belief is, money survives, but it doesn't thrive. When you put the ZZ plant in neglected spaces, you reinforce a subconscious message: stability belongs in the background. And the brain follows that belief.
Part 3. Where the ZZ plant attracts money, the right placements. The ZZ plant attracts money only when placed in zones of active stability. Correct placements include near the workspace, but not on the desk. This supports steady income and career longevity. In the southeast, but elevated and visible. This anchors wealth that grows slowly and remains. In living rooms where people gather. This reinforces shared stability and household security. In these areas, the ZZ plant sends a clear signal: money is safe here, it can stay. This aligns with how the nervous system learns safety, not through excitement, but through consistency. Part 4. Where the ZZ plant blocks money, the hidden traps. Now the mistakes. Dark corners with no movement. This creates stagnant qi. Money becomes inert. Bedrooms. This plants financial survival energy into rest. It increases anxiety and scarcity thinking. Near the front door. This signals defensive wealth. Money enters but doesn't settle. Bathrooms or storage areas. This drains stability. Savings leak silently. In Feng Shui, where resilience energy is placed matters. If placed where life feels paused, money begins to pause too.
Part 5. Why low maintenance can become a money block. People love the ZZ plant because it doesn't need attention. But here's the psychological paradox. What we don't tend to, we don't grow. A plant that survives without care can unconsciously teach the mind, minimum effort is enough. That belief stabilizes survival but limits expansion. This is why the ZZ plant should be clean, dust-free, respected, intentionally positioned. Neglect turns resilience into stagnation.
Part 6. Activation. Why the plant needs intention. A ZZ plant without activation is just a plant. Feng Shui has never been passive. Yang Yun Song emphasized form must be awakened by intention. Modern psychology agrees. Behavior without meaning does not change identity. To activate the ZZ plant, place it intentionally. State a clear purpose, not fantasy, alignment. Example: this plant represents steady growth and financial security in my life. This trains the subconscious to associate stability with safety, not fear.
Part 7. The material and pot matter more than you think. The container matters. The ZZ plant should be in ceramic, clay, earth-toned materials. Why? Because ceramic belongs to the earth element. Earth stabilizes wealth. Avoid plastic, broken pots, overly glossy metals. Psychologically, the container signals, is this wealth protected or temporary? Money responds to containment.
Part 8. Why this plant works for some people and not others. People who benefit from the ZZ plant usually value consistency, build savings, think long-term, avoid impulsive risk. People who struggle with it often seek fast results, feel pressure to make money now, associate wealth with urgency. The ZZ plant mirrors your relationship with time. If patience feels unsafe, this plant will highlight that conflict.
Part 9. The biggest mistake: expecting fast money. The ZZ plant does not chase, it holds. If you are expecting sudden income, dramatic changes, instant results, this is not the right symbol. But if you are building stability, savings, consistency, peace with money, then this plant becomes powerful.
Part 10. A visual metaphor. Think of the ZZ plant like a savings account, not a lottery ticket, not a gamble, a place where money rests quietly, growing without noise. If you put a savings account in chaos, it won't grow. Neither will this plant.
Part 11. How to know if it's working. Signs the placement is correct: calmer financial thinking, reduced anxiety, better decisions, consistency over time, fewer money emergencies. Feng Shui doesn't shout, it stabilizes. Final message: this plant teaches a different kind of wealth. The ZZ plant is not about more money. It's about money that stays. It teaches patience, containment, trust, and resilience. And that's why it's misunderstood. If this brought clarity, take a moment to subscribe. Many people who watch quietly forget and miss the next correction they need. Here, we don't decorate with Feng Shui. We use it to retrain the relationship with money. And that changes everything.